It's 1989, and Tim Burton's Batman hits the theaters. Keaton, Nicholson, just awesome. As a result, many video game adaptations hit the consoles, including the PC Engine version in Japan, simply titled Batman. When I think of original movie Batman games, I think of this. The Nintendo Entertainment System version by Sunsoft. Oh man, it had platforming, challenge, and let's not forget, awesome cutscenes. This is VHS footage of me defeating the game. See, my friends at the time didn't believe that I could beat the Joker without any cheats, so I recorded it as proof. I remember seeing the PC Engine version previewed in a magazine. I noticed the Sunsoft name. That's a good sign. The couple of screen grabs weren't of the actual gameplay though, they were of this. Oh yeah, baby. Okay, I gotta check this out. Let's pop the game into our PC Engine converter and get this one started. If it's anything like other PC Engine titles, we're in for a real treat. What? Wait a minute, hold on. Yeah, that's the right game. And that's the Turbo Duo. So what's this? Well, this is Batman on the PC Engine. As with many others, I was completely disappointed at first because my expectations were so high. I mean, I was expecting platforming, not a maze game. You know what? Let's give it a chance. The game follows the film pretty closely, actually. There are 4 main areas with 12 individual stages each, requiring a specific task to be performed. You start off in Gotham City, collecting the Joker's tainted cosmetics. Then move to the Flugelheim Museum to clean up the defaced paintings. The Axis Chemical Factory to set charges and destroy it. And finally back to Gotham to snip away the Joker's poisoned balloons. After you play through those 48 stages, you square off with the Joker's main minions and the Joker himself. You know, not to harp on this, but Joker Battle on the NES, Joker Battle on the PC Engine. I'm just saying. Batman has enemies around every corner. Some wander or run around aimlessly, some stand in one place and shoot, others dart fast when Batman is in their sights. The enemies change with each stage, but they all follow the same patterns. Now Batman is forced to stun them with his Batarang and then slam them off the screen. You know what? This is actually very satisfying, especially if you clobber a few all at once. That's fun. I like this. I like this. Huh. At the beginning, Batman shoots one lone Batarang and moves very slow. Collecting logos increases Batman's power, including the length, number, and speed of the Batarangs, as well as faster walking for himself. Thank God. Collecting multiple logos increases these powers by a few steps. The stopwatch adds more time, the star adds invincibility, the bomb kills everything on the screen, and the Joker icon decreases power, although I only found it once in the entire game. Now don't let this game fool you, it does require strategy. You must learn to shoot through surfaces in order to stun an enemy from afar. Navigating the moving platforms, yeah, those are a pain. Also, the red arrows send Batman into the air. Figuring out where he will land can be frustrating, especially when you end up right where an enemy is. See? There was nothing I could do. It's not easy, but it also isn't hard. And even though it gets a little repetitious, it's pretty well balanced. The graphics are quite nice for this kind of game. The enemies are average and Batman walks a bit weird, but the environments look great and fit in very well with the mood of the film. Of course, the animated cutscenes look tremendous. For an overhead puzzle maze-like game, it's nicely done. The music, as with most Sunsoft titles, is quite good. From the opening title screen, which rocks out, to some familiar tunes. They're all awesome. The sound effects are also pretty unique, with a few I have never heard before on this system. Controlling Batman isn't bad, and you can weave around walls quickly. Only one button is utilized for shooting the Batarang, so there's not much to say there. I actually find fully powered up, Batman controls pretty well. But I must say, since Batman freezes when he attacks, your reflexes need to be quick, or there won't be enough time to shoot again before an enemy is right on top of you. Bummer. When Batman bites the big one, he respawns in the same place with all power-ups intact. You probably won't beat it all in one sitting, so a password system has been set up with unique Batman and Joker character icons. But if you use this or continue, you start off with no power-ups. This makes a fast-paced later stage somewhat torture. Ugh. So what can I say? This one grew on me. I had Batman on the NES, Genesis, and Game Boy and loved them all. Even though this was different, after a while, I really enjoyed it. I applaud Sunsoft for taking a different path with this particular release. Don't get me wrong, I still prefer this, but this really isn't so bad. Now that expectations are somewhat depleted, you can decide whether this is a game you might enjoy or not. I think it's quite fun, with some unique tasks and an interesting twist on a giant license such as Batman. I recommend it. Ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight? Yes, I have. In a maze on the PC Engine.